Alright. Cool. I guess we'll go to face cam. Hi, everybody. What's up? So I still haven't found my other set of tarot cards, but I have 4 of them now. 4 out of 5. Let me see. Yeah, there she is. I have these ones now. They're pretty in pink. And they come with this beautiful guidebook in the front, which we could use one day for interpretations. I'm going to stick with that website for now because I really like that website, but this is what the back of the cards look like. They're all like super shiny. Unfortunately, my webcam doesn't do a great job of focusing on things up close, so you can't really make out all the details, but it's really pretty. Call me in. I want that card. Do you want this deck? They're all like this. This one's hard to shuffle, by the way, because the cards are a bit bigger, but yeah, camera ain't as good as mine. My webcam is okay. It was an affordable option, and it only goes up to 720p, so...
Aw, you must like me.
Aw. Thanks, fam. Aw, that's so sweet. I appreciate it. 10 months in a row? Holy shit. Let's go. Aw. Thanks for the Prime. And using your Prime. Free subscription for anyone who has Amazon Prime. You just connect the two. 10 months crazy. I know, right? It's wild how... how does time go so fast? Anyways, Aiden, since you volunteered, we'll start with you. And I'll start shuffling these. Thank you, fam. I appreciate it. Okay. This is gonna be hard to shuffle because they are... Like, look at the size of these cards compared to the box that the other one is in. Like... But I'll do my best. Ooh, yeah. My hand is stretched. I came out as vintage-ish. I love it. I can't even fit my tiny hands around the whole thing. Okay, we can't do the first shuffle I usually do, you know, where you just take 2 halves and you just shuffle them into each other. Can I go next? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you guys if you wanted to do 1 card or 3, but I guess we'll do 3. And, yeah, so what I did last time is I held up all of my tarot decks and I just let people pick what they liked. Well, we can't do 50. It's like the whole deck. Just about. Oh, hang on. She's figuring it out. How to do the other shuffle. Be proud of me. These are also really stiff cards, by the way. This deck needs to be broken in. Okay. Let me make space so I can put the cards down. I need to get 30, 1 for each day of the month. I don't think that's how that works, to be fair. Okay, you just got an explosion of cards. Aiden, I think you're about to be red for filth, my friend. Holy. Alright. They even went down here. My goodness. Is that 3 cards? That is 3 cards. You are, being called out today, I guess. Is that chair blue? It's actually purple, it just looks blue. It's like a really dark purple. Oh, It also has movable arms, so that's what that was. Okay. Here's the other thing about this deck. It doesn't have labels, so I'm going off base of just on the pictures. Interesting. Okay, so this one's 6, this one's 4, and this one just says Ace of Wands. Thank you. It put it nicely right there. So I'm not dumb. Okay, starting with I believe that's 4 because it says, actually does say IV. It's backwards for you guys. I promise you it's IV, it's not VI. It's the 4 of Swords. It's your first one. And it's upright. So that's your past. Your present is the Ace of Wands, but it's reversed. And then, I believe this is Cups? Because these look like these look like cups. This is the 6, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it was also reversed. So 6 of Cups reversed. Alright. Okay, girl, count. I can count, guys. I just got edumacation. So we're gonna start with Swords, as your past. And this is 4. Oh. Hey, this is a positive one. Yeah, it's Cups. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, you got a positive one. Okay, so you got it upright. Past, future, present. Yeah, so your past, is, so this one, the website says the 4 of Swords is a moment of rest. Either from a choice to withdraw from a situation, or you're just exhausted and your body forced you to rest. My past ain't positive. I think this is more your recent past. But it does sound like you're resting. It sounds like you are taking a bit of time, whether you were kind of forced to, or whether you made that decision yourself. It does sound like you've... It's correct then, damn correct. It does sound like your body or, you know, external forces or something told you to rest and you did listen. So, good job. Or at least your body listened. Now, it does say that whatever the reason was that either forced you to rest or you made the decision to rest, it could sound like it sounds like it might still be affecting you. And so it's urging you to, like, keep up the rest. Continue taking a breather. And then if you take this time to rest, you will be able to, like, reemerge for the better, you know? Come back into your daily life for the better. And then the website itself says, there's always the faint fear that something more is bound to happen again. So it's advisable that you take all chances to rest. So, yeah, it does kind of sound like you've been taking a bit of time for yourself, whether you decided to or you were kind of forced to. Yeah. So there you go. So that is past. Present is Ace of Wands, and it was reversed, so we're gonna get that for you real quick. I'm always nervous when I do these because I'm like, what if they don't turn out accurate? And then they just turn out so accurate every time. It's crazy. Okay, where's Ace? Knight, King. Dude, there's Ace. Ace of Wands. And we want the reversed meaning. There it is. Animal Crossing. Okay, so this is present. Oh. I'm just gonna read. Oh, thank you for the prime. Oh my gosh.
You must like me.
17 months. Holy shit. We had a 10-month and we have a 17-month. You guys are crazy. Thank you guys so much. And I'm glad you're using your prime. Okay, so this one says, I'm just gonna read it. I'm just gonna read the first sentence right off the website for you. The reversed Ace of Wands indicates trials and tribulations that you will face in the near future. So something is coming, and it's warning you about it. You could feel uninspired or unmotivated. And at this point in your life, you might not know what you really want to do, and you don't know how to get out of this slump that you might be in. It says that also that like you might have some goals, but they might not necessarily be like super, some of them might not be super exciting. Like some of the stuff you have to do is just something that you have to do, and it's not very fun at the moment. And you might feel weighed down by your current commitments and responsibilities. I'll be in the corner crying. I told you, they really call you out. Yeah, so it kind of sounds like to me that you're feeling there's a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders and things that you have to do that maybe you're not as excited to do. And it's hard to find the passion right now to really follow the things that you do want to do. And then the website just ends with, like, when this is the case, you should be patient and wait for the right time. So it sounds like you might be kind of stuck. And if I were to combine this with your past, it's probably a time of rest, and you have to wait and be patient, and it'll come back to you eventually. Your passion and your ideas and your motivation, it will come back to you eventually, but you gotta keep resting first. I'm stuck AF, yeah. Now let's see what the Six of Cups has to say. I did finish an artwork of 7 hours. Of course, I'm uninspired. Yep. I mean, a lot of work could happen, and then you feel tired and burnt out, and now it's like, I don't want to hear it, to be honest. And now it's just like, it's rest time is what it sounds like to me. If you want my personal interpretation. Okay. The Six of Cups. Reverse. Rest time. And then we want reversed. This one's interesting. So this one sounds like in order for you to move forward, you kind of have to let go of some things that maybe you're carrying with you from the past. Accurate? Yeah. It might be like that's what's makes me want to cry. Aw. It might be that's what's dragging you down, is there's some things that you're like hanging on to, and you're not quite ready to let go of yet, which I feel like is fair. It happens to all of us. And it might it's also suggesting that maybe you had some goals that you haven't reached yet, and it's kind of painful. And sometimes reality steps in and carves a path that you have to follow. And that you shouldn't blame yourself for, like, having to follow that path. Because obviously as a kid, you know, we don't understand the full extent of the world and how it works. And sometimes, like, growing up, reality comes in and is like, hey, actually, you got bills to pay and you gotta do this stuff and whatever. But it also says, like, don't beat yourself up for that. Which is something that I say quite often. Sometimes you have to go, like, lock down into survival mode, and you should not be upset with yourself for being in survival mode. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but why the F is this so specifically accurate to my situation? They're great. I love doing tarot readings because they always have such good advice. But yeah, in this case, obviously I'm not a therapist, so I can't give you any sort of advice. But it just sounds like maybe you're hanging on to something and you've been hit with some sort of, I don't know, grown-up responsibilities that you have to take care of. I'm so conscious about it. It fits so well. And you know what? You should not beat yourself up for having to focus on adult responsibilities. It's kind of just, it's a reality that a lot of us go through. And there's nothing wrong with sitting down in survival mode for a bit. And giving yourself a pause, time to rest, and, like, reconfigure, like, figure out, really have a talk with yourself about where you want to go next. They call us out hard, don't they? So that was your past, present, and future. The cards are accurate. I hate it. Who wants to go next? Also, let me show off all my tarot decks, and you guys can pick which one you'd like as well. Because I have Mermaid Tarot. I have Witches Tarot, which is kind of like modern witches. And then I have this one that's just like purple and gold. Everyday Tarot. And then the one that I just read from was like pink and gold, also kind of an everyday tarot thing. Me? Okay, alright. If any of those speak to you, let me know, and I will grab that deck. BRB, I'm getting cheese. Emotional support cheese. I understand. And I will definitely read myself at the end too, so it's not just you guys getting called out, it's me too. Okay, so we have like the purple and gold witches tarot. Okay. I was just gonna like type them all in chat, but okay. So purple and gold, we have witches, we have mermaid, and then we have pink and gold. And then what I can do is I can pin that in chat real quick so that anyone else who wants has, like, they know they have those options. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay, you said witches? Yeah, I got witches. So what I'll do is I just shuffle them until the cards will like jump out themselves. And then I'll be like, alright, these are the cards that that want to reach out to you today. I did this for Cherry last time I did this for Cherry, and it took a hot minute for the cards to get a reading on her. So sometimes it's right away, and other times it has to think for a bit. But yeah, it's always very interesting what comes up. There we go. I can shuffle these ones so much better because my tiny hands, that actually fits with these cards. I do the same thing. I think it's the way that works best for me, and I've seen it with like other people do it too, and I'm like, I actually really like that style. So I don't want to say like, because I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do it, but for me personally, I feel like that's the right way to do it. Okay, you've had one. You got one jump out so far. There's past. The Chariot. Cool, cool. And it's right side up. That's one. Oh. There's another. Actually, there's two. Cool, 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 cool. They're really active today. It must be like the full moon energy. The full moon is just here. And it's like, I am making myself known. Alright, so you have the Chariot, you have the Eight of Swords, and then you have the Page of Cups upside down. So here's the Chariot. I know that my camera's not the best, so you can't fully see all the details on the card. I'll get a new camera eventually. And then the last one was upside down. But I'll show it this way so you can kind of see. Okay. Alright. Welcome back, Aiden. Alright, let's start with the Chariot. Which, that's that's a major, right? I think. Pretty, I love this deck. There it is. Yeah, it's under Major Arcana. Upright. Oh wait, this one's also kind of starting off sweet. Got cheese, mini, Kit Kats, and a drink. Nice. Yeah, it is. So the website is saying like the key message that the Chariot brings to you is you must maintain focus, confidence, and determination through a process that would be full of winding turns and detours. It sounds like you've had a lot of challenges and you are like overcoming them. That's not to say like they're easy challenges or anything. It just, they could be really, really difficult, but it does sound like you've been doing like a great job of like working on them, and it says like it does sound like you've been maintaining control of your surroundings, even if it's just like a little at a time. You're taking each like twist and turn carefully, and it sounds like you are on the right path, which is pretty cool. If you have a plan or project that you seem not to be sure about, the Chariot shows you that you should pursue the plan with a structured and ordered approach. Yeah, so it does sound like with like careful planning and stuff, you're along the right path. Why did I get the bad ones? I mean, yours started out pretty good too, Aiden. Yeah. So it does sound like it almost sounds like both of you have been facing a lot. And where like Aiden's is telling him to rest, this one is telling you that with like careful planning, you are like, and taking your time, you are on the right path. I should rest. And that's not to say, obviously, like, you don't need to rest. You can obviously rest if you feel like it. And maybe like being more careful, is giving you the time like you need to rest, so you're not rushing into everything all at once. 8 of Swords is the next one. So we'll see how it all ties in together. No, I think I just need to rest. I love that. The 8 of Swords comes in and is like, I don't know how it always works out this way, but it sounds like every time I do these readings, the past is like, here's what you've been doing great. The present is like, here's a bit of a caution, and then the future is like, here's, where you can go, kind of thing. I don't know how it always works out that way, it just does. Because it sounds like the 8 of Swords has a bit of like a warning for you. 8 of Swords is gonna roast me, yeah. It's talking about this feeling of like being powerless, or like feeling trapped. It almost like you might feel that changing like circumstances or your situation is beyond your control right now. Damn. The 8 of Swords is brutal. I'll just read this one like right off the website. The feeling of helplessness that you have, the feeling that you have no agency in your life, has played a major role in making your situation worse. In your mind, you feel like changing the situation might be beyond you. It actually cautions you not to surrender your power. Or like give your power to anyone else. Don't tell yourself that it's like completely out of your control, like it's up to fate or something else. Yeah, it's just kind of warning you not to like give up control or be like, what it is what it is, there's nothing I can do about it. I think it is telling you that you can definitely change things that are bothering you right now. And it's also warning you too that if you start to fall down to that like slippery slope of like, there's nothing I can do about this, blah 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 blah, it's also warning you like, avoid making big important decisions, since your judgment might be clouded. And I think that ties into the Chariot of like, if you take your time, and you think about the decisions and you give yourself time to breathe, and you take it just a little bit, like one step at a time, then you won't feel so out of control. Because obviously, like I do this to myself as well. I try to fix everything all at once, and then I find myself stressed beyond relief. I feel like I'm a failure. I feel like I'm not like ever going to accomplish anything. And realistically, trying to do everything in one day is just not going to happen. So it almost sounds like it's just cautioning you, like keep at it, even if it's a slow pace. It's a slow and steady kind of thing. Anyways, that's just my interpretation of what those two cards together mean. And then the last one is the Page of Cups reversed. So this will be like your future. Cups. The future is nice. This combined with the music, I'm like, Alright. Page of Cups reversed. Okay. I'm just gonna read directly from the website for this one. Page of Cups reversal, one meaning is that you could be undergoing a block in your creativity. There are things or projects that you find interesting, but you seem to be doing them for reasons other than for the joy of it. You might be doing them for money, for fame, or some other reason. And it's reminding you to remember the joy that your projects brought you in the first place in order to reclaim your imaginative spirit. That's one meaning. Another meaning says, it can symbolize a troubled person, one who's afraid of reality, whether it's emotional, financial, illness, or something else. They find these issues difficult to face, perhaps leading to... Well, I don't know about this, but it says leading to like abuse of alcohol or drugs to escape. I'm not going to touch that. That's not for me to know or for anyone else to be concerned about. Other than yourself, I don't think that's the case for you, but that's just what the website says. It could be an image of you or a loved one who is struggling with self-acceptance. It could indicate someone lacks inspiration, they're battling low self-worth, they're easily depressed. That seems to be what it says. Now, I think this is actually the first time that I'm like kind of disagreeing with what it says. I think listing something specific like alcohol or drugs to escape is a little too specific. It could be some other thing, some other form of escapism. Which obviously if you're abusing like alcohol or drugs, bad. But there's other forms of escapism which I don't think is as bad, like reading a book or just needing a moment to like escape from everything, which is a completely understandable thing. Yeah, I'm with you here. Yeah, I would say this is the first time that I'm like, I don't really disagree with the way that this is worded here, which is why I wanted to read it first, because I was like, this seems a little too much. But lacking inspiration and reading a book that made me chuckle. Lacking inspiration, battling low self-worth, or easily depressed, that's something that I think anyone in any circumstance at any time can fall into for sure. And I think we have to be like kind to ourselves when we're feeling that way. And that might be like tying back into the other two cards. It could just be that this whole thing is cautioning you, like, don't freak out if you're moving at like a much slower speed than you think you should be. You're actually on the right path, and taking your time to like, not substances, but escapism is right. Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't really agree with them. I agree with their wording here. But that's kind of my feeling of it. And again, personally, I don't think escapism is 100% bad. I think everyone needs, like, to escape every now and then. Give themselves, like, a mental break. And whether that's, like, reading or playing a video game or whatever, giving yourself time can be, like, life-changing, you know? Doing something that makes you happy, just for the sake, like, just because it makes you happy is so, so important. It depends how, no lettuce. And obviously, like, going out and having a drink with your friends is completely different. The devil's lettuce is legal here in Canada, and having, like, heaven forbid, a gummy or something every now and then. Completely different than, like, abusing it or anything. But anyways. Oh my god, a gummy, yeah. So it might be a warning not to, like, overdo it. But again, it does sound like, based off of the chariot, that you... Because to me, the chariot being here is like you found a good balance of, yes, I have to deal with my responsibilities. And yes, I realize I have to slow down and be patient. And it kind of sounds like it keeps telling you, like, keep that nice balance. Keep moving forward, like, don't stop. But obviously take it at a slower pace if you feel like you need to. That is my interpretation of it. Anyway. And then, obviously, a little, like, escapism every now and then when you just need that mental break. That's fine. It to me, with the chariot being here, it sounds like you have a good balance. Now it's my turn? Is that what you're saying, Aiden? I want to hear you get read to filth. The cards do be pretty crazy. Alright, let me make sure this is all back in. Yeah, that's the right way. Perfect. Thank you so much. I've been quiet because I was taking notes. Aw, that's no problem. Anytime. I never know what it's gonna be like. I will, if you're comfortable with it, I'll take, like, this VOD and I will put it, on my channel, and it'll say, like, tarot readings for November 2025. And then that way you can always come back and review it if you want. I still have to do that with, last month. I wanted to ask first before putting it up, but Cherry and Aiden both said it was okay. So if you're comfortable with it, I'll put it there so you can always review it. If not, I can just cut it out if you like. Totally up to you. Which one? I think I want mermaid. I'm fine with it for me? Okay. Yeah, because obviously it can get very personal. I'm totally okay with it. Okay, good. Yeah, I know I want to try and, like, respect people's boundaries on this as much as possible. If you make money off it, give me 1 cent. I'm actually not monetized on YouTube, but I will keep that in mind if it ever does happen. How so? Or how soon? I like how I'm getting boss music when I start to read mine. This cannot end well. What you need for monetizing? Okay. So for YouTube, you need, at the first level, you need 500 subs. I think minimum of 3,000 hours watched. And at least 3 videos uploaded in the past month. And then that's just to unlock what is essentially the equivalent of Twitch subs. To get monetized with, like, ads and stuff, you need 1,000 subs and, like, a bit more of the other things. I haven't checked that one in a while, I don't remember. But yeah, I'll be watching every video on my second phone, don't worry about the watch. But yeah, in case you're wondering. That is why, in my opinion, for, like, small creators, Twitch is more friendly. But either way, like, monetized or not, I'll still put out silly videos. I'll still do stuff to, like, hopefully entertain people. Entertain myself a bit. Give us all a good time, except when the cards are ripping us to shreds. Speaking of which, let's see what mine has in store for me. Oh, that was close. Almost had one. Last time it told me not to obsess over the numbers, which I've still been trying. Oh, there goes one. Knight of Wands reversed. Okay, we'll set that down. That was really fast. Here comes another one. The numbers meaning the sense you make of my trauma. Oh, I got Ace of Wands reversed. We got a lot of reverse. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Another boss music or song starting out. I feel like I'm in the final boss right now. Oh. And one more. The Six of Pentacles. Right side up. Alright. I'm nervous, I'm not gonna lie. And like, what, the full moon was what, yesterday? So, you know the energy is out there. You know it's coming. Okay. I'll show you guys the cards first. So this is... Here you go. I got it reversed, this one as well. Upside down hot dude. I really do love these cards. They're so pretty. I just wish I could show them in like slightly higher quality, but we'll figure that out someday. Okay. Let's get ripped to shreds, starting with Knight of Wands. And it is reversed, so... Reversal. Give me a sec, taking a piss. Okay. Ooh. Ouch. Ouchie. I don't. This is gonna be fun. I'm just gonna read it off the website. And then maybe I'll spill my guts, or maybe I'll be like, yeah, that's accurate, and move on. So, Knight of Wands reverse. Yeah, that's that one. It indicates frustrations and delays. You may feel angry that you're not getting anywhere. A reverse Knight of Wands can translate to a loss of power. You may be trying to compensate for something you don't have total control over, and this may lead to pessimism and loss of self-esteem. It's quite similar, honestly, to the last reading I did for myself, which is not to obsess over numbers and not to obsess over success and things like that. And it can definitely be frustrating at times when, I guess when I post something that I think is gonna do really well, and then it flops, it can be frustrating sometimes, because I can be like, man, why, I thought this would do really well, why isn't it working, kind of thing. What did I miss? Just me getting called out. Basically it's saying like, pessimism, loss of self-esteem, feel angry, frustrated, like I'm not getting anywhere, number shit. Exactly, number shit. So you get it? It's the same, it's very similar to the reading I got last time, except I do want to say I've been trying to be nicer to myself and remind myself that content creators and stuff are just slaves to the algorithm. There's very little that we actually have control over, and so I've been trying to remind myself of that. So when I post something, I'm kidding, you're doing great. Well, actually, so what I've been trying to do is change my mentality from, you know, what can I do to try and get as much attention as, like, on something as possible. The music stopped. There we go. So I've been trying to change my mind from like, what can I do to try and appease to as many people as possible, and shift instead to what can I do to like make things like more fun when I hang out with the people that already show up, if that makes sense. Hey chill dude. We're doing tarot readings right now. And I'm about to expose myself. Don't take that out of context. I think I said the same thing last time I did tarot readings, and I still haven't learned. Your problem, not mine. So I just read my past, which is Knight of Wands, and I'm about to go into my present. But yeah, that is something I've been trying to change my mentality on, is instead of making stuff that I think will appeal to the algorithms, I'm trying to just make stuff that I think is funny and that I think you guys will like, as opposed to a broad variety of people. The amount of times you said that before, I know. Ace of Wands. That's the next one. Okay, so I got Ace of Wands reversed. So we're gonna scroll down to that meaning real quick. And fun. I think, did you get this one? Aiden, did we get the same card? Was it you or? I think so, yeah, because it's the same as, indicates trials and tribulations that you'll face in the near future. You might not have any direction, which leads to being uninspired or unmotivated. At this point in your life, may not know what you really want to do. You don't know how to get out of the slump. Yeah. So, similar problems. I feel like we're both kind of creatives. And so we're twinning, yeah. So you feel weighed down by your current commitments and responsibilities. You can't come up with new ideas or muster the passion to push forward in your projects. This is partially true. Although I've also been working on this. We are, cause you art, I art. So I have found it really hard to get up and be motivated some days, for sure. Like today it was really hard to like crawl out of bed. This has literally never happened to me. We different art though, yeah. Never happened to me. I have an alarm that's super quiet, and usually like quiet noises wake me up, which is like why I have it so low, otherwise it's too jarring. I actually slept through my alarm today. Like twice. Because I have a 10-minute snooze on my alarm. And it went off. I snoozed it. And then like it was 30 minutes later where I finally heard it again. And I was like, wow. I think maybe I've slept partially through an alarm once, but usually I hear it by the second time. I've never just like been dead to the world through, and my phone at that point was beside me on the bed. So anyways, being tired is definitely true. I have a lot of things that I want to focus on, and I barely have the energy some days to just get up, and that's why you were late today. That's part of it, yeah. There's some days where it's really, really hard just to get up and, like, do the bare, well, I would say do the bare minimum, but also I've been trying to be nice to myself and say, like, hey, just taking care of yourself is, like, super important. Yeah. The dog wasn't going in the door. That has happened before. The voice crack. Yeah, that too, because the weather has been shifting and things are like more dry and whatever. My throat has been like sore and whatever. But yeah, so I do want to like touch on this a little bit though. It's important to take care of yourself. So true. Exactly. Like that is taking care of yourself, and if you have to take care of other people on top of taking care of yourself, that's huge. Those are huge achievements. And so I've been trying to be like nicer to myself about it. Like, hey, you got up, you fed yourself, you pet the dog, you pet that dog. You're doing a good job. I'm not shouting about girl. But yeah, that's exactly. It's a big important thing, and that's why I always tell you guys, like, do something nice for yourself at the end. Like, at the end of every stream, that's why I finish it with, be nice to yourself, take care of yourself, drink some water. A chair for the nice things you've done today. Exactly. You should put yours over others most of the time. Yeah. Like, obviously it's different if you're in a role where you're responsible for other people, in which case I can understand having to put their needs first, but as long as you remember to be nice to yourself at some point too, that's the goal. I love how much these like rip us apart, but also kind of there's a wholesome message to take away from it. Anyways, the last one is Six of Pentacles. So we're gonna read that. Real quick. Six of Pentacles. And this one was upright. So maybe it'll be nice to me. Aww. Aiden, how dare you?
That was scary.
Also an extra hydrate for chill, dude. Okay, so this one is looking at future, and it's really positive, and I quite like it. The way it was, shocked. Bitch. But I think how it works though, in my personal interpretation of like past, present, future, is if you take the caution, like the cautionary tale of the past and the present that the cards are trying to warn you about, then this is a potential future that you can work yourself into. So, in other words, if I stop focusing on the numbers and stop spreading myself so thin, give myself like time to rest and just focus on like the joy of creating and things like that, then I'm just gonna read what the meaning says off the website. The Six of Pentacles mean that you are in a position where you have a good relationship with your income. Like the main figure in the card, the amount of money you bring in, your expenses are balanced well, and you are fortunate enough to not have any stress. You are also grateful for all that you own and can happily share your wealth with others. As you can tell from the imagery in the card, the Six of Pentacles can be about charity. You can either be the man giving away money to the needy, or a beggar gratefully receiving what you need from a wealthy donor. Oh, well, you're doing that. I would ideally like to be in a position where I can comfortably share wealth and stuff like that with my friends and family, because they deserve it. They are awesome people. I also love having, like, I want to do, I'm so inspired by things like that like Doug, for example, does with his charity stream every year for the Monterey Bay Aquarium, and I want to do stuff like that. Ultimately, I want to leave the world a little bit better than it was, like, by the time I die. You know what I mean? So part of when I imagine the future of my channel is us being able to do like things that help out communities. That'd be kind of cool. Whether that's via like mental health, don't die girl. Whether it's via mental health, making people feel better, donating money to like charities that deal with, like Make-A-Wish, for example, helps kids who are going through like terminal or potentially terminal treatments, and it gives them something to look forward to help them forget what they're going through for a bit. Numbers are just numbers. If you do stuff on your own pace and time, you can do anything and you'll always be happy. Yeah, exactly. That's why at some point I shut off like viewers and follower numbers so I can't see them. And why I've been trying to like concentrate more on just having a good time, you know? And me, damn, don't die girl. You make me feel better with your art. I feel this one very well. That's sweet. I used to tell myself that like, if I'm able to inspire one person to go out and make something, then I feel like I've achieved what I was put on Earth to do. And I almost feel uncomfortable, like, even trying to put myself up, not on a pedestal, but, like, to view it in that way, you know what I mean? Because I'm just some person, at the end of the day. I'm just some person, like any other some person out there. I don't want to be a celebrity. I don't want to be, like, a role model. Me too, girl. Yeah. I just want, to make a place where we can have some fun. If you're a very important person to me, aww. I love my friends so much. Yeah, there's a lot of people who have helped me and have inspired me and make me feel really good. And so I want to take that and, like, share it with others, if that makes sense. You don't need to be a celeb to inspire people. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I hope I am never, like, that's not my goal, I guess. I don't want to be, like, famous. I don't even care if, I never become, like, the big streamer or something like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just not my goal. My goal is just to have, like, a cool, fun community where we feel good and we like to, a nice place to hang out, if that makes sense. Because initially, like, I started really challenging myself to stream more so I could work on my social anxiety. And now here I am with, like, a whole bunch of people in my chat, and I'm doing my best to, like, keep chatting, you know? And honestly, if this happened to me 3 years ago, I'd be having, like, a mild panic attack while I'm sitting here and chatting with you guys. Instead, I'm pushing myself to do, like, tarot readings and stuff like that on stream and trying new things all the time, which is pretty cool. You feel accomplished in that shit yet? Maybe someday. I feel like I've definitely been getting better, and that's kind of the goal, right? Me included, I'm the best. You're great. Yeah, no, you guys are great too, because, like, none of this would happen without you here, obviously. I'm so proud of you. You're so sweet. But yeah, none of this would happen without you guys essentially being exposure therapy for me, so thank you. Yeah, anyway. Does anybody else want to turn being ripped apart by the cards? You made a mistake there. It's not us that got you here, it was you. See, I see it as, like, a group effort. Because obviously if I never turned on the camera or turned on the stream, it never would have happened. But also, I'm incredibly grateful for people who keep coming back and chatting, even if it's, like, every once in a while. even if it's not every day, but also if it is every day, like, it blows my mind that people keep coming back, and it's really nice to just sit and chill and hang out with you guys, so thank you. Yeah. Oh, wait, bitch, I want to make this emote, but in, like, my dude in art. I might try to make it tonight. Sure. Yeah, if you guys want, feel free. Go for it. Oh, Small have escaped. Raked. Yeah. So if anyone wants to be, if anyone else is, like, trickling in and wants to be called out by tarot cards, feel free. Or I'm gonna boot up Infinity Nikki. Stop motion art I've never done, though. Me. We got you already, Aiden. I feel like the cards have, you need to recover first for a bit. Although, that being said, these are tarot cards, right? I do have oracle cards, which are slightly different. You can ask a question, and it will give you a yes, no, maybe kind of answer. I'll do that real quick, and then we'll switch to Infinity Nikki, because I do still want to do the event before it's gone. Okay, let's go. Weird art cushion. This one? Yeah. That's one of my pillows. As you can see, I still don't have my Squishmallows back on my bed. I want them soon. Anyways, so I have Oracle book and I have Oracle cards. Same thing, basically. They do the exact same thing. But you can feel free to pick which one you want. Cards? Okay. So what you can do is this will kind of give you like a little bit extra guidance. Like if you have any questions, you can either put the question in the chat or you can just kind of ask it to yourself. If you want. And then I'll just give you whatever answer these cards give you. I have to make sure that they face the same way, though, because there's no reverse with these ones. It's just kind of how they operate. Okay. Should I keep chasing what I can't let go? Let's see what it says. Just waiting for one. Oh, one popped out. Okay. Whoa, this is interesting. So you got full moon in Capricorn. You can't really see it, but there is Capricorn like on it. And your answer is the end of a tough cycle approaches. So it sounds like whatever you've been going through, how mysterious, yeah. Whatever you've been going through, whatever you've been hanging on to, whatever has been weighing you down, it sounds like it's the end is of that is coming. Makes sense, yeah. I love these cards. They got the moons on the back. They're all different, like moons and stuff. I like these ones because they just give you a little bit extra, like, information sometimes. If you have any questions. Yeah. will I finish my next art of this dude or not? I kind of feel like the power for that is in your own hands, but we can ask just for fun. They like don't even want to shuffle anymore. I think they're like, you know the answer to that. This one just says, don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. I kind of feel like they're calling you out. Dying. Yeah, that's a good one. Alright. That was fun. I like that. Also, reminder, I have these tarot cards. I have these two. And I have this one. So we have basically purple and gold. We have mermaid. We have witch's tarot. And then we have pink and gold at the bottom now. But now your art. Mermaid read me hard last time. Do you wanna? Oh, pink and gold. Okay. You inspired a picture of mine. Aww. Alright. Let's get that website up because it's, for the most part, good. There's only like one that I've come across where I'm like, I don't really agree with its take on this card, but the rest has been good. Okay. Let's see if I can, okay, these cards are hard to shuffle, so let's see if I can get what I, yeah. Got it. There we go. I'm getting better at it. They're just like a lot bigger than my other cards, so I'm not used to shuffling them. And I think because of the gold trim, they get kind of stiff, but they're really pretty. Like, look how shiny they are. The gold ones. Alright. 2 big shuffles in there. And then we'll start flipping through and see which ones fall out. Yeah, I think it's the same one that Aiden picked earlier. They like jumped out pretty good earlier, so. Aiden. Yep. There's one. There's 2. And you even got 3. It was ready for you this time. These cards, ready to go today. They were like, yeah, oh, cracks knuckles. I'm ready to bring it on. Okay. So, we have the Hierophant reversed as the past. That looked like a block of 24 karat gold. I wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I thought you got 10 of swords. Which I think is a brutal one, so brace yourself for that. Was it reversed or was it upright? I'm gonna let you pick, because I can't remember. That's my bad. I think it was reversed, which means it could actually be a good thing, but, I don't remember. So you know what? I'm gonna leave it up to Cherry to decide on this one. It can be reversed, it can be upright, or we can draw another card. And then lastly, the Ace of Pentacles for future. This one was definitely upright. Draw another card. Okay. It is, like I said, 100% up to you guys. You guys are the ones who, like, feed into, like, it's your energy. I control the stream. We'll give it another shuffle for you, and then this is gonna be your present that we are, working on getting. But yeah, that's totally my bad. I have not, forgotten yet, and I don't know how I managed to do it that time, but oh well. We'll get to another one. Let's see what jumps out. Nah, see, it just needed a minute. It needed to rethink. That's what it was. Oh. Okay, there we go. This is the one you got. And that looks like, I think it's the 6 of Wands. A new poll has begun. Will Cherry get good cards or bad ones? Yes. There's your new one. So you can see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we're starting with the Hierophant, which I think is a major arcana. Yes. And it is reversed. So, we'll scroll down to the reversed meaning. Okay. This one's, I was gonna say it's not like good or bad. It's just kind of neutral. Should I take that as bad? No. It's saying, like, this is your past. So it's saying that you might be feeling like restricted. Or stuck in like rigid rules. Or like routines kind of thing. I think it is implying that you kind of feel stuck like between following, it could be something like you're stuck between following tradition. Sounds about right. Yeah, it could be something like you're stuck between deciding if you want to follow tradition, or do certain things like the way you've always done them, or trying something new. Yeah, and I'll read this one like right from the website because I think it gives a pretty good idea. The Hierophant reversal meaning is mostly about questioning certain traditions and making sure that whatever it is that you do is the right thing for you in this certain moment. So, it's not necessarily saying like that tradition is a bad thing, but it might not be 100% what you want to do. Marrying him is the right thing, I call it. Well, Okay. I'm trying my best to, like, stay neutral. Because obviously some people I have, like, insider knowledge. And other people I don't. In this case, it might come down to something like, do you want things to roll out, like, do you want a traditional kind of ceremony, or do you want, Augie ain't good. No, Augie good. Marrying Augie good. It's how marriage goes is kind of the thing. Like, do you want it to play out traditionally, or do you want it to, he good, yeah. Do you want to play it out traditionally, or do you want to completely make it your own? Anyways, I don't want to get too specific, though. I don't want to say, like, this is just about the marriage, because, that might not at all be what the cards are talking about. It could just be in general, too. Like, it could be anything from... I think it comes down to how some family wants it to be traditional when I want to make it my own. Could be work. Yeah, exactly. It could be just, like, it could be a broad variety of things. But it does say, like, at the end of the day, you gotta do what's right for you. And it could be a balance of traditional and your own stuff. Don't stop working any of the membership. You don't have to supplement him, by the way. But yeah, it could be just about in any aspect of your life. There's tradition, there's society's expectations, and then there's what's right for you, and maybe it's a mix of something that's non-traditional and that something is traditional. You're not helping, girl. But it's all about figuring out what feels right to you, right? So the next card, we're looking at, I'm pretty sure this is wands and not swords, because, like, they're sticks and they're not swords. So that's what I'm going with, the Six of Wands, and if that feels right. It won with good, hell yeah. Okay, Six of Wands, upright. Aw, wait, this one's kind of wholesome. This is really sweet. So this one's saying, in your present, it sounds like a lot of your goals, you are starting to achieve them, you're starting to meet them, with the Animal Crossing music in the background, right? It also sounds like people are, like, the public's perception of you is very positive. They're recognizing, like, your hard work. And it sounds like things are starting to become successful. It's really sweet. I recognize your hard work. Hell yeah. Cherry works so hard. We love her. I love this little warning on the website at the bottom here. It says, it's also worth noting there's a slight downside. Apart from the overall positivity that stems from this card, it can bring self-importance as well as egotistical behavior and arrogance. This could make you think that nobody is better than you. Now, knowing you, I don't think... exactly, like, she'd never. I don't think that part that you have, that, like, reached that in any way. I think you put a lot of work into making other people happy. And I mean, as a friend, I can definitely say that I see a lot of, like, the thought you put into like everything. Every part of us, like, hanging out or stuff like that. I mean, you're really nice to all your friends, and I hope at work that they noticed your hard work and stuff like that. It's really sweet. I'm liking this. This one's good. It's not quite as mean as the other one. That's really sweet. I like that. She's very nice to my ass. Yeah, you have a cult. You literally have a cult following building up in my channel now. It's really sweet. Like, I like it a lot, actually. Yeah, and again, it's talking about, like, you've been successfully focusing on your goals, you've been working towards achieving them, a lot of things is probably coming into fruition, there's stuff that's coming up that you've probably been preparing for, and you've been successfully preparing for it. If she leaves, life would be the same. So true. We love Cherry. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it sounds like what you've been working hard towards is starting to come to fruition, and you should definitely enjoy it. And then Ace of Pentacles. The aces in tarot are all indicative of, I'm not going anywhere, hell yeah, of new beginnings. It means that you're at a point in your life when a new cycle is beginning. The suit of Pentacles is primarily concerned with all things material, not just financial, but also with the sensual. That's the word. This reset could manifest itself as a new career, the undertaking of a new venture, or the start of putting more care into your health. Wherever this beginning takes place, the Ace of Pentacles assures that what is to come will bring great abundance and opportunity. Oh my god, I can't read. We've reached that point in the stream where I can't read anymore. Okay, so to see the Ace of Pentacles indicates a seed being planted in the material world, in your feelings of security and stability. Like a seed, this opportunity must also be nurtured and sometimes invested with energy, time, or funds. Watering this seed has the potential to be very rewarding, for anything that is grown on this energy is meant to be stable, secure, and give a good yield. Prosperity is coming your way. That's pretty positive reading overall, honestly. That's really nice. Water the seed, Cherry watered the the cherry seed. Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, it sounds like what you've been working towards, what you've been investing into your future is coming into fruition. You know, there's a calm that's coming from like a sense of stability that you've been reforging the structure in your life and building a solid foundation, and now you've building something on top of that solid foundation, and it sounds like it's going to be really strong, and it's like going to be very, very difficult for anything to like topple it, because you've been taking your time to carefully build it, and it is solid. You're doing a great job. It's really, what a cute reading. That's so sweet. That's nice. I like that. The Animal Crossing music kind of just like really sells it, I think. I'm just rereading what Hierophant meant again. Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, it seems like if you keep focusing on the right balance between, you know, what feels right to you, don't let yourself get constrained by tradition or what you think you're supposed to do. Let yourself, like, focus on your future, you know? Building that solid foundation for you, finding that nice balance between, like, maybe some tradition is right for you and maybe some completely new things is what's right for you. Finding that solid balance, building a solid structure, and then and then keep pushing forward because it's going to be super rewarding. You are on the right path. You are building a very solid structure for your future. That's really cute. I love that. Yeah, that's really sweet. I like it. That one. That one. And then that one. Better camera when? Someday.